Hey everyone, happy Monday. Thanks for tuning in this YouTube live. And I know I'm Waller's Wallet, and I know I've done a few of these lives recently, but the city just came out with some information on the Citi Prestige, and I really did feel that it was worth talking about. So like as always, if you have questions, feel free chime in with them, and I will do my best to answer them towards the end of this video. So I think these are some pretty big changes coming from the Citi Prestige. So starting in January, the Citi Prestige is going to start offering you 5 points per dollar on all dining and airline travel. You're going to earn 3 points per dollar on cruise lines. You're also going to earn 2 points per dollar on entertainment, but that's only going to be until September of 2019. And then they're going to take that benefit away. Now, they're also going to be switching from an airline credit to a $250 travel credit. And I think that's a net positive because travel credits are just far easier to use than an airline credit. And this is just another credit card really stepping up in the dining category. I think this has a distinct advantage over the American Express Gold Card and the fact that you're going to earn 5 points per dollar when you travel outside of the United States. And that's a big advantage from that. But you also need to remember and take into account the fact that there are credit cards that earn 4% cash back with no annual fees on dining. So you definitely do want to run the numbers for yourself to see if earning 5 thank you points is better than earning 4 membership reward points, which might even be better than earning 4% cash back. But also, starting in May of 2019, Citi is going to be adding cell phone insurance to the Prestige card, which, if I remember correctly, there's not another premium credit card on the market that offers cell phone protection. So this is a distinct advantage or a distinct benefit that they're offering that the Reserve or the Platinum card does not have. So, yeah, that it doesn't offer. So, but remember, you can receive this benefit from cards with no annual fees, like the Wells Fargo Propel card, as well as the Uber card. So I really think that in order for it to be competitive with those credit cards, it's going to need to be at most a $25 deductible and have at least $600 in coverage. Now, if it comes out with more than $600 in coverage, that will give it a benefit over the fact of some of these other cards, since they do top out typically at $600. And if you look at the price of iPhones today or even the new Google Pixel, they're worth more than $600. But even with some of these good news, not all of it's good news. There is some bad news. So for those of you who like to use the fourth night benefit or the fourth night free benefit from the Citi Prestige, it's going to become less valuable because starting apparently in September of 2019, this benefit is going to be capped out at 2 times per year. So, and realistically, I think we really all saw some sort of devaluation coming from the fourth night free benefit because it was just an outsized value, but it could have been worse. They could have scrapped it altogether, but they didn't. They kept it around, but we could definitely see that it needed to be adjusted, and most people aren't really taking advantage of it hardcore as some others there. I do think the one benefit that actually hurts more people, though, is the fact that 25% bonus when booking through the Citi travel portal is going to be going away. So now you're only going to be redeeming your Citi thank you points at 1 cent per point, redeeming through the travel portal with the Prestige. So while I think that it reduces the travel portal benefit, them increasing the 5 points per dollar on travel and airfare, they're trying to offset this. But I think for most people who don't really utilize the transfer partners, this actually hurts them worse because now they're going to be receiving 25% less value from those there. But I think potentially the bigger news coming from this is how is this going to affect the Citi Premier? There's no news coming out that the Premier is going to lose the 25% bonus yet, but I do think they're going to refresh this credit card, and it's going to potentially be, I think it's just going to come to that as well. I don't think they're going to leave the 25% bonus on a card that has a $95 annual fee, but yet pull it from a card that has a $495 annual fee. And that's the other thing. The annual fee is increasing from $450 to $495. But if you are a private bank client or a Citi Gold member, it's going to stick around at $350 per year, which is a benefit for you, especially if you can maximize these earnings as well as the $250 airline or travel credit. So you do need to remember that Citi did recently pull the application for the Prestige, but it looks like I guess I was reading that it might be relaunched in January. So when the card is released, I will give my full review on it. And I think I will also be doing a comparison video between the platinum, comparison to the platinum, and probably even the Chase Sapphire Reserve, since I think it's really trying to compete with these cards, especially when you consider the fact that it's updated its categories. But I'm gonna leave my complete thoughts for what I feel compared to those cards for the comparison video. So I think mostly this is negative news for the Prestige, as well for the increase in annual fee, the loss of the portal redemption bonuses, and really people who are really to capitalize on that fourth night benefit. So I have a few questions here. Let's see. Hey Maddie, let's see. The Citi Prestige, how is it better than the Premier? And will it affect your 524? So Maddie, any card you get, any personal card you get is going to affect your 524 status, in the sense that Citi is going to approve you potentially if you're over 524. But if you opened a credit card and you're sitting at 624, it's going to count towards your 524 status. Is it better than the Premier? I think right now, before the adjustments, I actually prefer the Premier over the Prestige, in the sense that it gets 3 points per dollar on gas as well that the Prestige doesn't offer. If you're someone who looks for premium benefits, the Prestige is nice, but you can get those from the Platinum or the Reserve. Any new welcome offers? Aaron, nothing's been. I hadn't read anything about a new welcome offer yet. I'll be interested to see what comes of it. I think it's going to need to come in a little bit more competitive than 50,000. But they definitely could just come out at 50,000. My guess would be anywhere between 60,000 the Premier was just at, up to maybe 75,000 points, for the fact that it's only going to be worth 1 cent per point through the travel portal. So, okay, let's see. Is this card trying to compete with the AX Gold as far as the earning dining category? I think it's an interesting question, in the sense that I think a lot of banks are now really trying to compete for that dining category. When I was at CardCon, they definitely were talking about millennials and dining out and how they're really utilizing that. So I think they're really gunning for those people who are looking to dine out, utilize like Uber Eats, whatnot, maybe codes as travel or dining for them. So I don't necessarily think it's competing with the gold per se, but it is competing in the sense that it's now in that same field of dining category. Hotel-wise, better than SPG. Well, it's not a hotel card, but it does offer something different. They do have good airline transfer partners. They don't have any hotel transfer partners, I believe, in the sense that they did lose Hilton a little while ago. But you do need to do a little work in learning those, because JetBlue is the only domestic carrier. But I think their transfer partners actually have a lot of value. So I applied for the Premier a few years ago when I was in college. Yes, I think the Citi Double Cash is a pretty good baseline card across the way. I think I'm working on a video on ways I think Citi can improve and maybe compete with American Express and Chase, but they definitely do need to up their game. I think one big thing they need to do is make a better ecosystem. They make a better ecosystem, they can get people using those cards consistently. They have a really poor ecosystem in general. All right, the Platinum card or this card. I think it comes down to what you're looking for. The Platinum card has better benefits. I think it just really comes down to how you travel. I think American Express has better transfer partners as well. And if you get the Platinum Schwab, you're going to get 1.25 cents per point, cashing out versus now the 1 cent per point with this here. Also, thank you, Aaron, on hitting the 1,000 subscribers. I'm super excited for that. So thank you very much. So I'm curious, leave me a comment. Tell me, what do you think of these changes to the Citi Prestige? How do these changes affect you? Are you more likely to apply for this card or not? I think this is, I think it's interesting to see what they're doing. And I think we're going to see more cards change as well. Really it seems like that dining category is quite popular. So I just want to thank everyone here for tuning into my YouTube live event. If you know somebody who might benefit from this video, feel free to share with them. If you like the video, consider giving it a thumbs up. Remember, I post new videos every Thursday. So if you like learning about credit cards, points, miles, cashback, or just flat out traveling for less, consider hitting that subscribe button down below. And I will see you all on Thursday. Safe travels. Take care, everyone.